Good morning, guys. Happy Sunday. I wanted to hop on quickly and let you know that I am sick with a head cold, so my voice is going to sound very different today. I'm going to sound probably very winded if you can't tell, but if you are new, hello and welcome to my channel. I post What's for Dinners every single Sunday at 8:15 Central Standard Time. I would love to have you as part of my family, so go ahead and hit that red subscribe button. And if you're an oldie but a goodie, welcome back to my channel. So the first thing we're making is just some nachos. This is really a simple meal. All my meals are really simple. So I am going to make some homemade white queso dip. I'm going to be using some heavy whipping cream, and I use about a half of a container of the heavy whipping cream and then a whole package of 16 slices of white American cheese. I'm going to start to get that boiling and going. You are going to want to watch this because you don't want to scorch it. So I put it on like medium to high heat, and then I'm also browning up some ground hamburger meat, and this is just going to be like taco seasoned. So just get your cheese nice and going. Like I said, like hot, like starting to boil, but not a full boil because you don't want to scorch it. So I am going to just add this taco seasoning. This is just from Aldi and it is really good. I'm not going to drain my meat. I learned that from quite a few subscribers a while back, like a year or so ago, to not drain the grease and actually just add it instead of adding water, and it tastes so much better, and that is so true. And yes, I know it's probably not the healthiest, but we aren't crazy healthy around here. So now I'm just taking my whisk and I'm kind of just moving that cheese around in there, trying to get it all broken up, that way it melts better. And then we are going to just wait until that cheese is all nice and melted before we do anything else to it. So now I'm just adding some ground cumin. I added a little too much because it came out super fast, but that's okay. I usually add about half of a tablespoon or a teaspoon, whichever. You guys, if you like more, add it. If you don't. But then I add a can of green chilies. And you guys can leave this out too. Always remember, I always say this, it's your kitchen. Do whatever you want to. I don't always add green chilies, but I really love green chilies. But if you don't, you don't have to. And here I'm just going to make a quick like guacamole. I'm just going to take 2 avocados, and I have some pico because I like to do pico on top of my nachos and tacos. So I'm just taking 2 avocados. I'm going to add some of that pico and just a little bit of cumin and mash that all up. And then you have a nice little guacamole. So this is what our nachos look like at the end. They are so good and so easy. It's just such an easy dinner for working or busy moms or dads, parents, whoever. This is just a really good, easy meal. But on this night, I had to work super, super late this night. And so I just needed something quick and easy. So we're making some fish, some fries, some fish sticks, a single macaroni and cheese for Boston. I love this pasta salad from Walmart, the broccoli cheddar. If you guys ever see this in your deli section, you must grab it. It is so delicious. But this is what we are having for dinner tonight. This is some real life for you. Not everything is quote unquote homemade, made from scratch, healthy. As long as y'all get dinner on the table, does anything else really matter at this point when you're a busy mom? These are the things I like to put on my fish. Y'all let me know over on Instagram. That's where you can talk to me about my videos. You can see more of my everyday life and things like that, things that are going on, life updates. If you guys are looking for a life update, you gotta follow me on Instagram. But I put hot sauce and mustard on my fish, and I also dip it in tartar sauce. Gotta have the ketchup with the pepper on top for the french fries. And you guys, this is just so good. This is just a feel-good comfort meal that I absolutely love, and it's just so, so, so good. On the next night, we were just going to be making some Alfredo and pasta. Like I said, this was a crazy, crazy week at work last week. I have not had a week like that at work in a very long time. But nonetheless, we still have to eat dinner. So I'm just going to be making some Alfredo sauce. You just need a stick of butter. You're going to melt that down and then get your garlic in there, minced garlic. Just use how much ever garlic you like. I like a lot of garlic. If you don't have to use as much. But we're going to get that nice and melted. And then the heavy whipping cream that we had for the cheese sauce, for the queso, I'm just going to use the rest of that. It's just a little bit, it's about a half of a container left. So I'm going to use all of that, and then I'm going to use a large can of Parmesan cheese, and then we're just going to get that all melted, and then guess what? It's done. And you literally have homemade Alfredo sauce. So good. Oh yes, onion and garlic powder too. Actually, I didn't really use garlic powder because we have like garlic with the minced garlic. But sometimes I will add garlic powder too. But yes, I forgot to tell you, add a little bit of onion powder too. So this is what it looked like in the end. We just did a little side salad with it. You can always, of course, add shrimp or chicken. I usually do that, but like I said, this was just a quick little dinner, and it was so delicious. So on the next night, we're making stuffed meatloaf. This is my favorite meatloaf to make, and it is so, so good. So you just need 2 pounds of hamburger meat, a sleeve of crackers, 2 eggs, some onion, a half a cup of milk, and a meatloaf seasoning packet, and some ketchup. So you're just going to mix all of those ingredients into a bowl except for your ketchup. That'll go on at the end. And then I like to stuff mine with mashed potatoes. My mom likes to stuff hers with broccoli and cheese, so you can totally do that too. You can really stuff it with whatever you want to, but I'm just getting this already in the bowl. And then we're going to make some homemade mashed potatoes. So here I'm just chopping up some potatoes to add this to my pan to get it boiling. If you guys don't know how to make homemade mashed potatoes, I take like 4 to 6 potatoes and I boil them, and then you're just going to add milk and butter to it. Then that's just a simple way to make mashed potatoes. And if you're a beginning cook, you're just starting out learning to cook, you're just out on your own, that's a very simple way. And then whenever you get, more experienced in the kitchen, you can add other things too. But that is the simple way to do it.
You think you know me? Say I'm as cold-hearted as they come. You think I'm slowly cutting my ties with you, that I'm done. Here's what you don't know. Feelings, they grow slow. I've just been caring for mine. Now I can feel it. Now I believe it. Baby, tonight is the night. I'm gonna call you up in the name of love. Gonna call you up and tell you
So now I'm just going to take my meatloaf mixture here, and I'm going to make like little patties out of it, and I'm going to make my base. And then I've just got this on a sprayed foil lined baking sheet. Sorry you guys, like I said, I'm not feeling the best, so I'm kind of out of it. But I'm also watching 1883. Have you guys been watching this show? It is so good. I know it's totally random, but if you've been loving it, go over to Instagram and let me know, because I'm totally obsessed. And the new episode comes out today, and I'm so excited to see it. But anyways, I'm just making the base of my meatloaf here, and then now I'm going to add my mashed potatoes. And sorry, it's dark. And then when I put my red shirt up against it, it got even darker. So I'm so sorry, you guys. This video is such a mess, and I'm so sorry. If you're new here, I'm not usually this much all over the place. So anyways, I'm taking those mashed potatoes and I'm putting those on top of the base of my meatloaf. And then now I am going to take the rest of my meatloaf mixture. I'm going to make more patties, and I'm just going to kind of mold it together and make like a loaf out of it. So now we're just going to drizzle ketchup on top of it. We're going to put it in the oven at 375 for an hour, and then it is going to be complete. So for the side of this, I also just made some French style green beans. There you can see it a lot better. But I just made some French style green beans, and then I like to put brown gravy over my stuffed meatloaf, and it is so good. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you're new, welcome to my channel, and if you're an oldie but a goodie, thank you so much for all of your love and support, and I will see you guys next Sunday. Bye!